So just a basic overview of how the school got started for anyone that's interested. I personally started playing music when I was 3. I had 2 older siblings that were in piano lessons, and I was very jealous, and so I begged my mom to put me in piano lessons, and she did, and the teacher was very gracious. Normally 3 is way too young to start for some people, especially for some teachers, and she let me start, and I was really dedicated. I remember I didn't practice that much, but I remember I loved music and I loved piano so much, and I'm so grateful for the theory and the just the foundation that my teacher gave me. And so that went on, and then I kind of stopped around 12. I was self-taught in guitar. I had older siblings that played, and I just kind of picked it up, strummed chords, learned bar chords. Never really understood the theory behind what I was doing, but I could play. And then when I got older, when I was 15, 16, I started drum lessons, had never touched a drum set before, and it blew my mind how both powerful the instrument is, especially for like getting energy out, but also just understanding how rhythms and sounds fit together is just mind-blowing. So I started drum lessons. I kind of picked up bass over the years, and took a little bit of guitar lessons just to understand what I was doing and the theory, and start lead guitar and all of that. I joined some bands when I was 16, playing guitar, piano, and drums in different bands. Did that for a couple years. But when I was 16, I graduated high school. I was homeschooled, so I just wanted to get it out of the way. I did it really fast. I graduated high school, and I was just thinking, like, what am I gonna do? I know I love music. What am I gonna do with my life? And so I put an ad on Craigslist, and I got my first student. And my first student is actually still with me, and she's now 16 or 17. So it's kind of a crazy full circle. I think she was 8 at the time. So I got my first student. I started going into people's homes, teaching them lessons. Shout out to all of those people. I mean, I was 16 years old, and I definitely knew what I was teaching, but a shout out to the parents who hired me, because I was so young. I'm just like, I look back, I'm like, wow, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And then I gradually started renting a room from an art studio for a couple years, and built my schedule up there so that I wouldn't have to travel so much to people's homes, because that travel was taking up a lot of time. And then all of a sudden my schedule was full, and I felt so fulfilled. I knew exactly that that was what I was supposed to do in life. And I started, putting on student performances and stuff like that. And then I felt, if this is it, if my schedule's full, like, that's all I can do, right? So I started the school. I just blindly jumped in. I did research and all that, but it was blind in a lot of ways. And I'm appreciative that I didn't listen to some people who said it's way too hard, or I can't do it, or I'm too young. And there was just a lot of messiness at that time. And I'm so glad that I kind of removed myself from all the people that were saying that and just did it. And then 6 months into the business, I found some incredible teachers, and they're still here. And I just started building the teaching team one by one. Our students were flowing in. We started gradually offering different things. We started our musical theater program. We were at our location in Leander off of 183 in Osage, and we were there for 5 years. And then we got this opportunity to move into this amazing new building, which we've built this amazing stage, and we just recently expanded to the upstairs. So now we have a lot more space. We have a recording studio upstairs, and I'm very grateful. And so we moved in August of 2020, which was like right in the peak of COVID, which was perfect because we were doing all virtual lessons, and I actually had the time and space to move in and kind of take care of all of the setup. And then we've been here ever since. So yeah, it's been an amazing journey. And I started teaching at age 16, and I opened the business, Radha School Music, at age 18, almost 19. And I'm currently 25, and I am loving every minute. And I know sometimes I can get stressed out and burnt out, but that's why I've really made an effort in the last year to delegate and bring more people onto the team who understand and feel very aligned with what we're doing here. And we're finally at a place where, yes, I'm extremely busy, but it's only because I do it to myself. Truly. But we have such an amazing team now. The teaching team's phenomenal. all the teachers are great, but all the people we have outside of the teaching team, like Cheyenne is just the best administrator. She's so sweet. She's so supportive of all the students. She really cares about matching students with the right teacher. We have meetings and conversations to make sure that everything is in the right place and everyone feels very comfortable. She is the best, and I think anyone that's met her knows that she's the best. And then Paris, who's our program coordinator, her energy is just contagious. She is so passionate about music, and she is also the director of Singing Soldiers, so her and I built that program. And yeah, anyone that knows Paris knows what I'm talking about her personality. She is just a gem of a human. And then Candace, who I think less people know, but it's only because she kind of like hides behind the shadows sometimes. But she's awesome. Candace is our production design kind of whiz, and she helps with all the stuff we do here on the stage with videography, photography, photo shoots, design work, flyers, video edits, teacher shoots, kind of all that creative aspect of things. And she's such an amazing person. She is extremely aligned with everything we're doing here, and I'm really lucky to have her on the team. And then we also have like my sound engineer who comes in for specific events. He's also awesome. He's been with me since the very, very beginning of the whole school thing, and he's been so supportive and is always here to help me with technical issues and all the things that could go wrong in this whole stage setup. So and then of course we have all the amazing teachers, and it's such a great crew, and delegating more and having more people take control of certain aspects of the business has been really amazing for me to be able to take a step back, take a breath, and then allow myself to have more ideas of things we can offer and more things we can, more opportunities we can give the community. And then also it's provided all the people on my team fulfillment, because, my whole thing is I want to make sure that all of our teachers and staff are doing things that fulfill them, and also things that they feel really good about doing and things that they're good at. So I'll really kind of dissect everyone's personality and be like, okay, you're really good at organization, so would you like to be in charge of blank, blank, and blank? Or you're a very creative person and not the most organized, which is me. So you would be a great person to help brainstorm with and create ideas, and then we can hand this brainstorming, messy situation over to this person that's really good at organization, and kind of as a team we can build all these amazing things and use each of our skill sets to make this place awesome. So that's kind of where I am now. Things are always changing, and the one thing that I've learned is to never have expectations, but also push yourself really hard and go with the flow. The biggest thing is go with the flow, and remember that we're all growing together and learning together wherever we're at in that. It doesn't even matter what we're talking about, whether it's music or just as people or just as, whatever age you are too. We're all just on a journey of growth and learning, and I think if we all remember that, then we can really live harmoniously. So that's my story, and thank you all for being here. It's amazing.